Hi, I'm Simon Reindl, Principal Consultant of Advanced Product Delivery, Professional Scrum Trainer, and Lean Agile Procurement Trainer. So, what really is the difference between a consultant, a contractor, and a coach? Contractors are fundamentally mercenaries. It's when you're contracting, you're going in there to get a very specific task done. When you go in as a contractor, one of your key abilities is to make sure your face fits and you don't rock the boat. You don't make waves. You get in there, you get the job done, you get your day rate. It's really important as a contractor that you just deliver. You don't challenge too much. It's like if you want it, you got it. There it is. Boom. That is the sign of a good contractor. A good contractor should be faster, should be effective, and should be competent. And this is a fundamental difference between a lot of contractors and then reaching out to a broader body shop. So a contractor in the UK market in particular is bringing a wealth of experience, and that's the reason they're independent. All right, so if that's a contractor, you just get your head down and get the work done. Awesome. Well, what's a coach? A coach partners with you and asks questions to guide you. And I think it is really important, particularly in the Agile game, to have coaching skills, to be able to build empathy, to understand, to help people explore their way through to an answer. I think that's really important. And that's the key difference between a coach and a consultant, right? Because a consultant knows a particular task and direction. Now, the consultant is a level up from a contractor. When you're engaging a consultant, they should be much more broadly experienced. They should be partnering with you. It is a very much a win-win relationship where you're both invested in achieving the outcome that you are looking for. A consultant will have deep expertise. And I've seen a lot of this where, big name companies, they have very young people as consultants. It's like, well, where did you get the chops from? Like, what experience are you reaching into? So when you're looking for a consultant, they tend to be older because they've been there, done that a few more times. They've got a few scars, right? They've seen things go right. They've seen things go wrong. And that's what you're engaging in. It's the old joke of the engine stops and they call in the consultant and he looks all over it and goes back and forward. And the company's lost weeks and months trying to get this thing to work. At the end, the consultant picks up a hammer and taps the engine at a very specific point and it just works and he sends the bill in. And they dispute the bill and they said, 20,000 for that? You just hit the thing once with a hammer. He goes, yeah, 10 for the hammer hit, the rest for the lifetime of experience of knowing where to hit the hammer. And that's a really key thing. Like if you do not get that connection with the consultant, then they're probably a contractor. I know that sounds a bit harsh, but now there will always be spaces where it's novel. Like every organization's different, every team's different, every product's different. A consultant will work with you to define the direction of travel. And if we're thinking about this in terms of delegation poker, the consultant tends to be on the tell, sell towards the agree side. Because a consultant, that's what you're paying for. No, you should do it this way. Now, this is the shortest path through here. You're engaging in that depth of experience and understanding to find a way through to something. So once you've worked with the consultant for long enough, you should have that trust so that if they say, like, try this, do it this way, give this an experiment, give it a go. Like, listen to them. Like, there's very little point paying the money and then ignoring them. Okay. Well, you can, but then it becomes an ethical question of how long the consultant hangs around. At a certain point, the consultant should build your organization to the level where that blend from consulting to coaching switches. It's like, I've given you the basics. We now have that direction. We're starting to get it in there. You as an organization are building that muscle memory. Now I become more reflective. I ask you to think a bit more, However, as a consultant, you will step in and challenge. I had a conversation this week where the client turned around to me and said, "That's a very provocative statement." I went, "Perhaps, but it's the truth. You're still not doing Scrum. Here's why." Pop, 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 pop. And it's just objective truth. A consultant will share with you objective, sometimes unpleasant truths. A contractor won't. A contractor will just, yep, you want that? You got that. Thank you very much. Here's the bill. And that's the reason consultants cost more. The question you have to have before you go looking for people, what is it you are seeking consultancy for? If you don't have a defined outcome, and if you aren't prepared to work on this together, if you aren't ready to be challenged, perhaps you just want a contractor. It'll be cheaper in the short term. So a good consultant will fast track you to your destination collaboratively. If you want to know more, give us a shout. What do you think? What's your opinion? Am I on the right track or not? Have a great day. Thanks.